Hoover High School from the Academy of Information Technology.
And I'm working on a project called Roadtrip Nation, which is a project based on self-exploration. Wondering if we can get an interview with you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We understand.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, around that time. Okay. Okay, bye.
That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. I drowned out all my sense with the sound of its beat.
Hi, we're in the NBC studios. We're really excited. We're about to interview Kathleen Garcia. We're really nervous.
My name is Kathleen Garcia, and I am the 4 p.m. anchor here at NBC 739. This is where I sit and do my job. I went to USC, and I majored in broadcast journalism. Did a bunch of internships. That was probably the most important thing other than college to get the experience. So I worked for free at a bunch of LA TV stations during my sophomore, my junior, and my senior year. And then once I interned at CNN in Los Angeles, and they hired me kind of part-time to do some really simple work. And that was my first kind of job in the field. So I worked for CNN in Atlanta and Los Angeles, doing behind-the-scenes stuff, you know, like running cameras and doing that kind of thing. And then I got my first job in El Paso, Texas, at the NBC station there. And so I had to move way far away from home in California and go to Texas. And I worked there for about 7 years at a bunch of different stations before coming back here to San Diego. The thing I like about my job is that I don't really ever know what I'm going to do that day. I could be sent out to some horrible accident, or I could do some great story about somebody who did something really terrific. I like that because that means it's never boring. But it also means that sometimes you have a week where you're like, wow, that was so fun. I got to meet some really neat people, and you really have a great time. And then there'll be another week where you work really long hours and you're having to interview people whose child died, or you know, go to a court case about a terrible murder. My dad is really big on setting goals, and so he always taught us, you know, my sister and I, well, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter what you want to do, just figure it out, and then, you know, make kind of a list of the things that'll make it happen. So I kind of did research and figured out how people got a job doing what I do now, and it was pretty much what we ended up doing, you know, interning, working at really small stations to get experience. So it was just like kind of marking off check marks every time until you kind of get to where you want to be. Well, you know, when you're living far away from home in Texas and your family's all, you know, I don't know how many thousands of miles away that is, I forget, but they're very far away, and you get kind of homesick. And my boyfriend at the time lived way out here in California. There was a lot of times where I thought, well, gosh, is this really, you know, worth doing all this work and not getting paid any money and all that? But you just kind of, you have good days and bad days, and hopefully the good days, there are more of them than the bad, and then you keep going, you know?
Okay, so we just finished interviewing Kathleen Garcia, and we took a lot of good things from her. I'm really happy that we did this. Yeah, she had a lot of good information. She had really good advice to give us. I'm still a little bit nervous interviewing her, and she's going to go on the air in a few minutes. Yeah.
I was nervous, even though I didn't talk about it. We were sitting in the chairs.
In the official chairs.
The official up there. We were at the studio. We were the news anchors for the night.
So we're out. Kathleen Garcia's cold. We're outside the studio. Kathleen Garcia was so nice. She's such a cool person. You know, I wish I can be like her. The studio is really cool. All these lightings. Can't believe we're sitting on the official chairs. So it's really exciting. Reporting out, Roadtrip Nation.